Hi, my name is Benjamin Hatcher and I'm in sixth grade. And for my project, the name was The Official Red Dye. So in my project, I had a question before everything. The question was, which of the dyes that I chose gave me the best color? And for the background research, I was researching about like the mordants, the fabric that I should use, and the dyes that I should use to find the best color of red. So before everything, I did my hypothesis. So my hypothesis was that I thought that the beetroot will give me the strongest color out of all of my dyes. And at the end of the project, it was correct. So my variables were independent variables were the beetroot, eggplant skin, and plum skin. And the dependent variables were the hue, saturation, brightness values. So the independent variables are the things that cannot change, and the dependent variables are the things that can change. So the materials that I used were 3 cups, a knife, 1 beetroot, 3 plums, 3 eggplants, hot water, 9 cotton balls, and a spoon. The procedure was the steps that I had to take to make everything go right, and the steps that I had to take so everything would work. So these are the steps, the 9 steps that I took. So these are the photos of the process. There's the eggplant skin, the beetroot, and the plum skin, which all of them are soaking in the dye and the fabric it's inside. Then there's the qualitative observation, which were I had a trial 1, trial 2, and trial 3, and then the sample 1, sample 2, and sample 3, which were the plum skin, beetroot, and eggplant skin. So these were my photos that I took during the process. It's like everything. So these were the photos that when they were soaking in the water and absorbing the dyes so they could gain color. So there's the quantitative observation which were the test samples and the color code. The beetroot, plum skin, and eggplant skin gave colors, which if you want you can search it up, which is the color code, and you can see the exact color that each one gave. Then there's the first trial, the second trial, and third trial. So and then there's the hue, saturation, brightness data. So my variables were plum skin, beetroot, and eggplant skin, and they each one gave the hue, saturation, and brightness. So and then there's my graphs. I made a graph for the dye hue, dye saturation, and dye brightness. So these 3 graphs. And for my conclusion of my project, my conclusion was that most of my questions were answered and that everything got right, but some things went wrong, but it didn't mess up my project. And this project was really fun to make, and I really think that you should try someday.